Hey gamers, welcome back to Uncharted 3. This is chapter
Don't
12,
tell us what we want to
Abducted.
know, huh?
Um, this is pretty much the start of a lot of my frustrations with the game as the combat gets really intense and you start to face a lot of different enemies. Um, the sections get really difficult and some of the annoyances of the crushing difficulty really start to make themselves known. Um, Even though this video is only 13 minutes long, I probably had to record what probably felt like about 45 minutes worth of footage. Um, maybe 35 minutes just to, and I had to kind of cut that down. So yeah, it's really where you start to get some of the more frustrating aspects of it. With that being said, there are, or at least there is one section in which if you play it right, you can definitely make it easier for yourself. And I try to do that. I'm only half successful, but I'll kind of show that off where I can. In the meantime, you kind of just need to finish off this section, beat a bunch of these guys. So again, if you're looking for that bare knuckle slugger trophy, this is a great place to get it because there's a lot of enemies here. But since I already get the trophy, and I think most people will before they beat the game. But just in case you don't, you can get it here. I also end up, you just have to fight this big brute, and this is finally the place where I managed to get the trophy for finishing off these large enemies without taking any damage. And my big strategy at this point was really just to attack the enemy, and when I think they're going to attack, I mash both the triangle and square button. I'm sorry, triangle and circle button at the same time. I just mash both of them together, and that tends to work out for me pretty well.
Please.
And so at that point I go ahead and get the trophy. Now, in my earlier videos I was showing off the trophies as I got them, but it was hard for me to keep track of where I got them. And by the way, just pick up treasure number 60 and you'll get your next trophy for the Adept Fortune Hunter. But as I was saying, it was hard for me to kind of keep track because I recorded a lot of videos. So one of the things I think I'm going to try instead is just do a quick reflection and put the screenshots at the end of the video to show you all the trophies I got in a particular section. We'll see how that works out, and obviously if you guys could leave me your feedback in the comments, I would appreciate that to see which one you like better. But yeah, once you beat those enemies and go up, as you saw, you can go ahead and pick up that treasure there to get treasure number 60. I believe there are... Well, at least for this first part of the video, there are 3 treasures we're going to go after.
Alright, now we're talking.
Yeah, and I think part of the reason these chapters frustrated me the most is that it focused a lot on the combat, and it didn't have enough like puzzle solving and exploration involved. Anyway, as soon as you get your holsters and go through the door, you're supposed to take a left, but before you do, pop a right, pick up the treasure here, and that's going to be number 61. And now we just kind of head out here to the ship graveyard.
Where the hell am I? Look at this place. Shit.
Now, I could have made that on the first jump, but I decide, well, let's play it safe.
Okay, making progress.
I'm like, can I really just jump on that anchor? I think I can. I'll take my time dropping down, but you can go ahead and speed it up. Now, I thought the stealth section would start here, so I ended up trying to save the game. But you actually can save a little bit further ahead. In fact, in this section, there's only one enemy here, who I take out pretty quickly. But this next section is where the stealth section really begins. So I'm going to do a quick cut to the run that was pretty much my best run here. Alright, so in that boat on the left, there's going to be 2 enemies on the bottom and 1 enemy on top. Just go ahead and dive down, and you want to be pretty quick about this, or at least I try to. I try to take both of these guys out on the side, and I managed to get both of them before they notice me. Then I head to the top, take out the guy up there, and I try and go for the dragon sniper. Now unfortunately, I accidentally end up dropping the sniper, which is really kind of sucks because the sniper would have been really useful for me, but it kind of works out in the end. So then I just decided, and see, that's where I decided to drop the sniper, and yeah, I was not too happy about that when that happened. I also pick up the pistol there. Now obviously in this section, if you want to come back and farm, and I forget the name of the trophy, but for the one where you kill enemies while in the water, this seems like another good place to go do that. Yep, then I go to the right, take out this guy here, and I know that there were, I believe, 2 more enemies. For some reason I had trouble heading up to that platform, but I go underwater and then try and go up here to take this guy out, which works out pretty easily, but it's the last guy that, if I had the sniper rifle, I could have taken him out without any problems, but since I didn't, I end up using the M32 hammer, and then
Oh shit.
as a result of that, I end up dying. But the problem is that if you die, you don't restart at the beginning of this level, you kind of restart midway. So then there's really no way to go back and stealth through the second part of this level. So I just say, you know what, forget it, it's not worth redoing, so I'm gonna go ahead and just finish this level off with some regular combat. Try and take out a few of the enemies by in the water that makes some progress towards the trophy. And I use this boat as a way to get some decent cover. Now enemies can hop from platform to platform, but yeah, I use the boat to try and take advantage of the cover that I do have. Now you have to be careful because I take out that guy. I know that behind you there are more enemies that pop up. I'm actually kind of surprised that I made it through this level. I actually have no idea how I survived all of this.
Alright, getting close. go. Oh crap! That looks sully.
Now, regardless of what weapon you use to finish off this level, I highly recommend that you end this level with at least the M32 hammer. My reasoning is that the next section has several enemies in close quarters, and if you have either a shotgun or the M32 hammer, it can make it easier to finish those sections out.
Oh shit! Mind if I borrow this?
Yeah, so now I take advantage of the turret, give myself a little bit of cover, not much. Because there's that guy on the far right. Thankfully, there's no such thing as range drop-off in this game, so even with the pistol you can take enemies out from pretty far away. Alright, now you're supposed to go up that ladder, but before you do, we're going to go ahead and pick up treasure number 62, and that's going to be it for the first part of this video. I should kind of take the long way around, but once again guys, I want to thank you for watching. Please like the video if you enjoy it. Leave your comments in the comment section. Any feedback that you have, I really appreciate it. So basically where that left-sided turret was, you're just gonna want to go all the way around, and then at the very end of this whole hallway is where the 60-second treasure is. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next chapter or next part, and until then, stay beautiful.